Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get into the video, I'd like to first tell you about the giveaway that I'm doing right now, and there's 3 simple steps, and I'll give them to you right now. Number 1, you have to be subscribed. Number 2, comment below on this video, and what are you going to comment? Let us. Number 3, you're going to comment the name of the fugitive in my LEGO stop motion series named Axis. You can do that. You are entered, and that's it. These simple steps. And that's all you have to do. You can even do it on this video, and this is what you'll be winning right up around here. And yeah, it can be all yours. Just put yourself in the enter. It doesn't take any time really, and I'd love you guys to be a part of it. And back to the video. Well, we never really started the video. I'm not doing a jump cut. So here is the cartoon bracket. You're looking at it. You're taking a gander. So I did make this bracket. I want to first say that, but the reason why I made this bracket is because, you know, if I'm going to be doing a cartoon show, I want to have watched a lot of episodes. Maybe not every single one, but enough to judge a show. And that way I listed 16 cartoon shows. I could have done more, but I listed 16 that I feel like I've watched a lot in order to rate the whole show. And this is what I came up to, and I with an RNG. I randomized the matchups, and if you look at some of these matchups, it's kind of crazy how they face. But, you know, what are you gonna do? I don't know why I'm talking Australian, but we're going to the Outback. The first one, the matchup, as you can see in the top left, is SpongeBob versus Infinity Train. Now, it's a shame. That's all I gotta say. I think Infinity Train is so good. I think it is extremely unique, and I'm really happy that there's been a dose, because I feel like cartoons have been on a low, and this has been a high. And I truly believe that Infinity Train is really good. The way people go on the train to solve their problems and numbers show that, and how the challenges in each car has a purpose. But then all kind of like the story that and like the characters, and now with like season 3 with the Apex having different opinions and like having the higher number makes you greater. It's really interesting, and there's a lot of world building, and I love that. And you know, who doesn't like trains? But there's SpongeBob, and I don't. That's all that really needs to be said here. SpongeBob is going to win this, even though I do think Infinity Train is quite possibly could be one in my top. I don't know, but it's good. Up next, we have the Amazing World of Gumball versus Teen Titans Go. Monkeys are bigger than expected, ladies and gentlemen, because, and what I mean by that is, this is a tough one. And I mean a tough one, I mean fairly an inconvenience. I do not think Teen Titans Go is anything notable, special, anything. I can't even think of one positive thing to say about the show. And so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut about it. I think Amazing World of Gumball is extremely good and better than Teen Titans Go, aka the Cancer Show. I don't like it, and I appreciate people making that show. I think that's great. I'm not a big superhero guy anyways, but this is my opinion, and I still think you did a great job, but work on something else. Next, you know, I just want to say, before we go into this, I think there is a huge... I mean, I didn't think this out, but I would say one of these two would make it to the finale. This matchup is Looney Tunes versus Tom and Jerry. The oldest two out of this selection here. And whatever decision I make, it's going to hurt. Looney Tunes, remarkable. Just, I can't even go into detail. And if there's anyone out there that has not seen Looney Tunes or Tom and Jerry, first thing, this is truly the age that the beginning of the age we live in now. Animation, this is what brought it. You think animation, yeah, it was done before, but this is what made it to the phenomenon and the world lives off of. It's these two boys right here. I don't want to go into it because, you know, that could be a whole video, which one's better. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Sadly, it's gonna have to be Tom and Jerry. I think Looney Tunes is extremely good. I really don't have any negatives, but when you gotta choose someone, you gotta choose someone, and that's who I chose. You had to choose someone. That's alright. The Simpsons versus Scooby Doo. I think Scooby Doo's really good. I like the idea, but it gets a little repetitive, and I don't really like any of the characters other than Scooby Doo himself. And I don't feel like I really need to give a case for the Simpsons. Simpsons is really, really good. So there's that. Now we're on the other side of the bracket, and this looks like it's going to be easier. We have Pokemon versus Adventure Time. Now, I love Pokemon. I don't think the show is as good as the game. I mean, that's all perspective, and they're not even really close because one's a game, one's a show. But I've seen a lot of Adventure Time because it was a big thing. You want to see the things that are especially big. But I didn't think Adventure Time was. I didn't find it that funny. I thought it had a cool story, but I didn't like the theme. It was like fairy tale. I don't even know. I don't think anyone knows, but that's what I think. And overall, those aren't two great shows in my opinion. I mean, the reason why I love the Pokemon show is because who doesn't want to see Charizard face off? Whatever he comes up to. I mean, that's just sick. All right, the Clone Wars versus the Fairly Odd Parents. Two completely different shows, may I say. Now, I already know which one I like better, and I do think it's better. But one of them made Butch Hartman, and the other one didn't. So it truly comes down to, I think Butch Hartman is my inspiration, the reason I'm doing Lego stop motion, animation, Blender. He got me into that world through his YouTube channel, and I give it all to him. Do I like Fairly Odd Parents more than the Clone Wars? No. And I say that because there are a lot of other shows that are like funny and like have plots, like small plots, and I don't think there's already a lot of those on this bracket, and I don't think it's the best out of those. Sorry, Butch. And Clone Wars is pretty original, or from all the cartoons that I've seen. So, and I just sadly think it's better. I'm sorry, Butch. Don't hurt me. But that's what it is. That's what I think. I'm sorry. Next is definitely the toughest one that I see. That is in this first round. Oh, no, that's not true. But I do think it's the second. It's just really tough. Oh yeah. Okay. Phineas and Ferb versus the Loud House. Alright. Here's the deal. I think Phineas and Ferb is more of a genius show, I think, with such an easy layout to each episode. It's still always extremely entertaining, and I think that's really gold. I think the characters and everything are amazing, right? But there's something about the Loud House, and I think Phineas and Ferb is a lot more funnier than the Loud House. Loud House has some funny parts, but something about Loud House is that, number one, I really like their style. The style, the way the characters look, I really like. It's appealing, appetizing, but also it's just really entertaining. Like, I don't know, all the different personalities of the sister. It's just really entertaining. But I'm gonna say Phineas and Ferb is gonna have to win this one. I think Loud House is truly great, but I like Phineas and Ferb more. I'm sorry. Not really. After two kind of long ones, we're gonna have a quickie here. I think the Powerpuff Girls are great, but the Pink Panther style is just quite amazing. And as you can see here, I'm a little lenient toward the older cartoons, but you know, the monkey flies and that's the other direction it goes. Moving on to the next round, which I believe this is the quarterfinals, and I believe to be right. SpongeBob vs. The Amazing World of Gumball. Decisions. This isn't one of those. I really love The Amazing World of Gumball, but I think it's a little just too stupid in some senses, and you really feel ashamed to be watching it. In other parts, you think it's pretty bold, so you know, I can't deal with those roller coasters. I think it's still an amazing show, but does not beat the old Bob or Sponge. Next, Tom and Jerry from The Simpsons. You know when I eat the cookie, this is serious. Alright. I started watching The Simpsons less than a year ago. I think it is a really good show. I think it's really amazing. Some of the best content I've seen of any show, funny-wise, ever. But here's two things. Number one, The Simpsons, I feel it was more of a sitcom. And, you know, that doesn't mean he's not in here, and it's like SpongeBob in a lot of senses. Also, number two, I only think the show's really good, and even good, in seasons 1 through 8. Everything after, I just really don't enjoy that much, and I'll probably get like 4 bits I like, or funny parts, in one season after that, and you know, I'm not gonna judge it all by that, but I think Tom and Jerry is perfect, and I wouldn't be the same person who I am without Tom and Jerry. And you know, if you ask me which show I'd rather watch, I'd say Tom and Jerry. And even though even though I have just started recently watching The Simpsons, I still believe this would be the winner. And, you know, even though that was hard, I know I made the right decision. Pokemon vs. the Clone Wars. Once again, we were talking about what I like about is like the cool battles. That's what I like the most. Well, Clone Wars destroys them in that. Phineas and Ferb vs. the Pink Panther. I think the Pink Panther is gonna have to win it for me. Oops, sorry. I think the Pink Panther is gonna have to win it for. I think Phineas and Ferb is gonna have to win this matchup for me because even though I love the Pink Panther, there isn't that much content of it compared to Phineas and Ferb, and usually I don't let that in the way, but I am. And I'm talking about the older ones, the good stuff. And I just think Phineas and Ferb is better. And that's a shame. I love you, Pink Panther, but sadly, this is the end of the road. Alright, we are in the semi-finals. 3 battles left. Tom and Jerry versus SpongeBob.
It means no worries for the rest of your days.
Yeah.
It's a problem-free philosophy.
I don't know what to choose. I can't even debate this with you on screen because I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin. This is the hardest one, 100%. Let me just say, Tom and Jerry has had the hardest road possible to get here. Will it make it to the final? SpongeBob, I literally love SpongeBob. We'll have to say that SpongeBob isn't as great as it was before. I don't know if that will affect my decision. But there's so many things to judge a cartoon by, and I don't know how to judge these two. So I'm just gonna have to make a decision. I think Tom and Jerry knew. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Tom and Jerry is gonna win this one, and I don't know how to explain it. I don't think it's wrong. I don't know if it's right, but that's what I've chosen. So please stick with me here, because once again, this. I think this might be the hardest bracket. I'm just saying. But everything's gonna be easier from now on. Although I do think the Clone Wars and Phineas and Ferb is gonna be another hard matchup. Alright. If I were to rate like cartoons like SpongeBob, The Loud House, Phineas and Ferb, The Amazing World of Gumball, I think Phineas and Ferb would be second. I do believe that. And I haven't really seen a cartoon like Clone Wars, but Clone Wars is inconsistent in its goodness. And, you know, there's so many factors to hit, but I gotta go with something that I believe Phineas and Ferb is gonna have to take it. This is the final. You think you'd need a cookie for the final, but I don't. Because I love Phineas and Ferb. But as you said, I think it's second. And it's Tom and Jerry beats SpongeBob. It is going to murder and destroy Phineas and Ferb. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of my cartoon bracket is Tom and Jerry. Let me know if you agree or disagree. No one's gonna agree with me, but you know, that's the best part. Thank you guys for watching. This was extremely fun. This is one of my favorite brackets. I'm gonna have a stomachache and probably puke after this, but yeah. Join that contest if you want to. Remember, comment on this video the name of the fugitive in my LEGO Stop Motion series Axis, and you have to subscribe, but comment. I want you guys to get involved. I want you to have a chance in that, and yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna do. See you guys in the next one. Bye.